Sawadee-kup. Hello everyone, my name is Mackie and this is another episode of Lancer Fix. In this episode, I'm going to be installing an alarm system with engine start, keyless entry, trunk release, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Crimestopper, SP-402, one way, which means that whatever I press on the remote, it won't send back any feedback. So I just have to, look on the window, see if the car starts or unlock or anything like that. I'm gonna be soldering the wires and I'm gonna be using the black electric tape. The Lancer doesn't have a trunk release solenoid, so I'm gonna be installing one. And I got a bunch of relays with the plug. I also have the wire loom 1/4 diameter. And one more thing that I wanna let you guys know is that the car has a remote. It has a factory keyless entry built in, but it does not have an alarm system. So I think it would be okay if I just install all these without removing the factory keyless entry. And let's go install it. So we're gonna be installing these first. I'm gonna put this right here. I will also put the ground right here. I'm gonna install the hold pin right here. I have this metal with lots of holes on it. I'm gonna use that bolt to hold it up. I've got some zip ties. And guys, after I installed the trunk release, I think I'm gonna have to wire the trunk pin. The trunk trigger is green orange at light in trunk. I got some extra wires here. I'm gonna use the black wire. Okay guys, I'm gonna wire this right here. I'm gonna wire this out to the button. So this wire is for the button to trigger the trunk, and this wire is for the remote to trigger the trunk. And the fuse will be connected to this, and this will go to 12 volt constant. And so yeah, let's get started with the wires. Start with the 12 pin connector. We're gonna need that one. This one. In the Lancer, it's got a positive parking light, so we're gonna be using this diagram. Black white dome light. We don't have OEM rearm. '86 and '87 to 0 constant. You guys can cut these off, but I like to keep them. 7 pin connector. The trigger is negative, so it's just gonna be just green. Purple will not be used. Manual transmission, we're not gonna use that. Pink diesel glow plug. 4 pin output connector. These are extra outputs that you can have, the combination of buttons. You can use this one for Windows, you can use this one for other things. 4 pin shock sensor, I can put this later on. Power door locks. I'm gonna be using the very simple diagram. Blue, not use red, and then green. Last one is 6 pin high current connector. Brown starter output, gray accessory, red 12 volt, red 12 volt, pink ignition 1, pink white starter 2, ignition 2. I probably don't use this one. Gonna cover the fuses. Okay, now before I start connecting the wires, I need to find a place for this so that I can measure how long each wire should be. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna hook the unit with that white plastic. Let's start with 12-pin connector. Black, go to chassis ground. Black from 12-pin connector. I'm gonna put it with that bolt right there. Next is gonna be these two. So white goes to parking lights, red and black goes to 12 volt constant. White from the 12-pin connector, parking lights positive, green white harness at fuse box. The red black, which is gonna go to 12 volt constant. 12 volt constant wire is white at ignition harness. Red black from 12 pin. Temporary taping, guys. I might need to open it up again. Brown goes to Siren output. Connect brown wire to the Siren red wire. Brown wire from 12 pin. I'm gonna make a hole up there. I'm gonna use the soldering iron to make the hole on the rubber. Okay guys, brown white horn output. I'm looking at two wire diagrams right now. This one said horn trigger, negative red black, relay at relay box under hood. I found another. It shows that the horn is blue red, negative at steering column harness. Brown white from 12 pin goes to blue red. Somehow it just triggered the horn right away when I connected. Black white dome light illumination output. This car has a negative dome light system. Connect the black white wire to terminal 85, 86 to 12 volt constant, 87 to chassis ground, 30 to the negative dome light activation circuit. Black and white from 12 pin goes to terminal 85, which is the black color wire here. Connect terminal 86, which is the yellow wire that I got here, to 12 volt constant. Connect 87, which is the blue wire here, to chassis ground. Here is the ground wire that I already connected. Lastly, connect the terminal 30, which is the red one here, to the dome light white wire at the fuse box, which is this white wire on this side of the plug right here. Temporary taping, I will need it later. Next is white red tachometer input. Tachometer wire, black yellow or black green at ignition coil. White red from 12 pin goes to tachometer. Next is gonna be green red trunk release. We're gonna follow this diagram. Green red will go to 85, 86 and 87 go to 12 volt, and then 30 go to trunk release. Green red from 12 pin. Green red goes to 85, which is black one. 86, 87 12 constant. Yellow and blue. And for that matter, I'm gonna connect this to 12 volt constant. This is the wire from the button, and it's gonna have a fuse right there before it connects to 12 volt constant. I want to have this also from the relay, and the fuse will be on top of those wires, and it will be connected to the 12 volt constant. This goes to 12 volt. Also, the button should work right now. orange wire. Orange wire from 12 pin goes to the yellow wire of the relay that they provided. Seven pin connector, gray or trigger. The gray wire from 7 pin. Next is gonna be blue trunk pin switch. As you can see that I already wired it from the light in the trunk. Blue from 7 pin. Next is gonna be green door pin switch. Door trigger is the white one, harness as fuse box, which is this white wire on this side of the plug. White wire, brake reset. Brake wire, green, plug at brake pedal switch. It is the green wire on top of the brake pedal here. Seems like the car is alarming right now. Shock sensor. Here is the shock sensor and I'm gonna put it right here. I got mounting tape. Blue is for unlock, green is for locked. Power door unlock is light green, harness in driver kick panel. And green door lock would go to yellow one. Okay guys, next let's work on the relay that they're giving us. I'm gonna have to cut the starter wire. Top green goes to the key, bottom green goes to the starter. Starter wire is black yellow, ignition harness. I'm not gonna solder this one yet. There is another wire that will go into it. The white wire goes to ignition switch. Ignition wire, black white, ignition harness. There will be another wire that goes into it. Okay, we finished the relay. 6-pin high current connector. The brown goes to starter output. It shows over here, brown from 6-pin harness goes to the starter side. Brown wire from 6-pin. Next is the gray one that will go to accessory. Accessory wire, blue, black, ignition harness. Gray wire from 6-pin. Next would be 12 volt constant, both of them. 2 rate from the 6-pin. Pink, ignition 1. Pink wire from 6-pin. Pink goes to black and white, which is the ignition wire. Last part would be the antenna. Okay guys, back to the horn wire. The reason why it was making noise is because the alarm system was on. Right now I got everything hooked up and I just unlocked the car. And that is pretty much done, guys. And now I'm gonna put the unit inside, wrap up all the wires and make it look nice. As you can see, I see two prong pumps right now. It's over cranking and it locks the car by itself when I start the engine. Okay guys, we're gonna program the car. First of all, this is what it's set to be, techless mode. We're gonna change it into a tech mode, which is right here, tech reference mode, most reliable method. See tech programming below, which is right here, tech programming. After we do that, we're gonna come over here, we're gonna enter engage programming. At number 14, lock with remote start. I don't want that. I want it to be this one right here. Alright guys, that's it. Just programming the tech and change the 14 to off. Start the car with the key. Press the button 5 times. Press the button one more time. Press the lock button and it should be okay. No over cranking anymore. Turn the key on, press the button 5 times and then press the button again 14 times and then press the lock button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press 14 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13, 14. Press the lock button and it should be okay. Start the car with the key. I'll show you guys the trunks one more time, I think. That was scary. I thought it was gonna be easy, but every time I install the security alarm system, it's always something I have to kind of figure out what was wrong with it and stuff like that. But anyways, I hope you enjoy it and find this helpful. Thank you and have a nice day. สวัสดีครับ